Back at it because we're basketball addicts. In the words of Doc Rivers, things are crazy. Mark Jackson gets a team to the playoffs for the first time in 1,000 years and gets fired. That's actually a fact. It was 1,000 years since the Golden State Warriors were in the playoffs. So who didn't see this happening? Because if you didn't, you don't watch the Hangout, because I was saying this is going to happen a whole lot, especially after they didn't fire the assistant coach that he asked them to fire. Did you see?
The writing was on the wall these last few weeks, and if they didn't win that first round, it was going to be a quick chop for Mark Jackson. And, you know, he kind of has a reputation, he's known as a good coach, but he might have a difficult personality, which some people
I already couldn't remember anybody's name. I heard like they'd introduce him like the chef or like someone who worked for the team, and like he'd just be like, okay, cool. And the next time he's like, who are you? What's your name? It's not a good look.
Not a good look at all. Like, it started, like you said, from the assistant coach. He was like taping games or something like that. That was Scalabrini?
No. So there was one assistant coach who was taping conversations.
Yeah.
He thought that the coaching staff was talking bad about him behind his back. So he was recording conversations, and then they found out, and they fired him. But then there was a Scalabrini thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said he was recording the conversations for. We don't know that for sure. But, yeah, from that, I knew it was heading downhill. Plus, for some reason, I feel like him being super religious played a factor in it somehow. I don't know how.
You think so?
But I think it did.
All right, so Nadine, I'll throw this one at you. Who should coach this team now that we know he won't be? Steve Kerr's name is if there's an open coaching position, Steve Kerr's name been thrown out twice.
But I think Steve Kerr is more linked to the Knicks as opposed to the Warriors.
No, he's linked to everybody.
Well, yeah, he's linked to everybody.
He's like Kim Kardashian when she's single.
I think more people think he'd go to the Knicks because of the whole Phil Jackson connection. But I don't really know who the Warriors can get that can deliver the results that they want right now.
I think a good fit for that team would be Mike and Dan D'Antoni, seeing as how they're married together and they go everywhere together.
Mike D'Antoni?
Mike and Dan.
The way they're
brothers.
Yeah.
Mike D'Antoni where?
But, I mean, they'll take Dan anywhere. But here's the question I have for you. How did Steve Kerr become the hottest coach in the NBA available when he has no coaching experience? And the guys like Lionel Hollins is just sitting on his hands.
I really cannot tell you. I have no idea. Doesn't he commentate?
He does commentate. He's a darn good commentator.
He's great. He's great.
He's very
no Van Gundy, but he's great.
He's very intelligent. He's experienced. He's been on NBA championship teams. He's learned under Phil Jackson. And just the way he presents himself on television, he comes across as somebody who would be a good leader of young men on the basketball court. I think that's why his name is being circulated so much.
All right, well, Steve Kerr is the top dog, it seems, in every potential coaching job. Quickly, I want to thank you guys for all coming out. Awesome having you guys. You guys are great minds. We love spitting game with you guys. Quick shout out, of course, as you know, we do give away books on this show, The Hangout. Brittany Griner, #1, first overall female pick in the NBA draft. The first female to I watched dunk like really well, so I'm very proud of the
Windmill?
She's a good dunker. No, not quite that good, but she's a damn good dunker. Her book, her whole life story, In My Skin, the Brittany Griner book. Make sure that you log on to Facebook and like the Hangout NBA, facebook.com/the Hangout NBA. Shouts out to Craig Sager, man. Honestly, I love you so much for what you do. A lot of people will try to tell you can't do this, you can't wear that. A guy like you reminds me that we can be whatever we want to be and we don't have to pander to other people. Keep wearing your suits, keep doing your thing, and get well soon, Craig. We all love you and what you do for the NBA. That's it for the Hangout. Dan, Marlon, Nadine, I'm Akil. See you next time. Peace.